Yeah. I mean, baby. So exclusive, you know? 52 states, baby. I'm trying to take it all 52. I mean, well, I'm basically trying to tell you, I'm the dope.
Girl, you what you need, take a ride with me. Let's go, cause you know I'm the dope. I'ma let you fly, be the bunny to your fly. Let's go, cause you know I'm the dope. What you need, I'll take you to ecstasy. Give you everything that you ever dreamed.
Yeah.
Don't need no pills, no blow. Just know that I'm the dope.
More focused than this the last straw. Unbelievable, baby, this person's hands off. Gucci couture's what I'm selling, is what I'm leaning. Kissing her smile is what I'm really feeling. Sacrificing up.
The best chef cooking the best sauce in the whole down there in Miami, right? I knew you was there, but you gotta know that. Let me just hold on. You an assistant chef. You ain't even a real chef. You just gonna put in the season that I say put in. Don't lose your job. Well, maybe pull your motherfucking application now. Now let's practice. Where's my season? Where's my season? Where's my season? Where's my season? It goes in together. All of it goes in together. Now where's my season? Where's my season? Where's my season? Where's my season? Okay, well, you get this right. Come on. That I got in my blood, it came from a family tree. My granddaddy was a chef. My great-great-great-granddaddy was a chef. I'm talking about chef and Vincent, chef and Vincent, chef and Vincent, chef and... It's in your blood. It's in my blood, baby, and you would never be that. Why? Because when you were born, all your people in your family was assistant chefs. So I ain't never like you being a chef. If it had not been for the Lord, I would have had another now, another couple of them come about that pot. Not a now, not a... Not a now, not a... I don't know what that man that means, chef, but that shit sounds good. Now, not a mean. You can't get not a now, not a couple of sauce about that box. Not a now, not a couple about this out there. You hear me? I knew you was a good chef. You better believe it, my brother.
Ooh, baby. Y'all know what time it is, man. Y'all know what time it is. What it is. Hold on for a minute. Hold on 1 second, baby, so y'all can see me clear. Boom, 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 boom. Y'all know what the business is, man. This your boy DJ Big Will, and we back live on the What's Hot podcast show. Feature yours truly, your boy DJ Big Will. You feel me? So y'all already know we got a great guest that's gonna be joining us shortly right now in the studio, you know what I'm saying? But before I start to bring them on, y'all know what I got to do every week, right? What I got to do. Tell me what I got to do before we start the show. That's right. You right about that. I got to give my shout outs, baby. You feel me? So I just want to just shout out everybody that's on all of on Facebook platforms because I'm broadcasting on all my pages at the same time. So wherever you looking at, watching that, you, I salute you. You feel me? I thank y'all for always either, sharing it, coming back in, tuning in, or you riding out the whole session. I salute y'all. You feel me? Also, I want to give a shout out to my Twitch family. Once again, we building that bond. You know what I'm saying? Twitch, baby. We building that bond. So shout out to everybody that's on my Twitch. You know what I'm saying? They be tuning in and stuff like that. Also, we live on Twitter. Y'all already know what time it is. Shout out to my Twitter fans. You know what I'm saying? Believe that there. And last but not least, where we broadcasting that, and I promise you, I ain't paying for subscribers. You know what I'm saying? We getting it off the muscle, man. You feel me? We getting it off the muscle. I'm telling you, it's growing. It's growing. You feel me? Shout out to everybody on YouTube, man. You feel me? Shout out to everybody on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? There's watching, you know what I'm saying, all my little podcast shows, even what's going to my videos, you feel me? When I was doing my dollar, you heard me? So I salute all y'all on YouTube. You feel me? So, you know what I gotta bring across the screen for y'all, right? Boom, 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 boom. I got my red cup. I got my red cup. You heard me? And you know when I got this red cup, you know what it is, right? Drink. You already know what time it is, man. So, without being said, we got this on my next guest that's gonna come into the studio. Like I said, he's an author, a book writer, you know what I'm saying? And you're a good friend of mine. So before we bring him in, let me drop a little introduction for him right now.
Looking at how far I've come, don't make it out of where I'm from. Hope God forgives for things I've done. I feel like I'm the one.
I deserve it all.
I've been through a lot.
Everyone I
I've
lost.
been through a lot.
I done been through it all.
I've been through a lot. I feel like I'm the one.
I feel like I'm the one.
Oh, way, everybody, ladies and gentlemen, let's please welcome to the studio my friend, my brother, Mr. Jerry Wells. What's up, baby? What's up?
Hey man, I definitely appreciate the introduction, man. That thing was so hot. And I
Yeah.
also like to thank you for having me on your show, man.
No,
Um,
man, I appreciate you for taking the time out because I know you're a busy man. You feel me? So I appreciate the opportunity, man. You feel me? So before we get into, you know what I'm saying, that little swagger stuff like that, introduce yourself to everybody that's tuning in. You feel me? We broadcasting on 8 platforms at the same time. So please speak clearly, you know what I'm saying, so they can hear you.
okay, for sure, man. So I'm off the J Wells B slash Jerry Wells. Um, I was originally born in West Palm Beach. My childhood was spent in Goulds, Florida, and most of my adulthood was spent in Overtown. I've been living in Atlanta for the last 10 years. I have written 4 books. I'm a
Mm.
barber. I also have a t-shirt brand. I know how to do plastering. I just wear many hats. So
But you
that's
don't
that's
went up
pretty
to the
much
A.
me.
You don't went up to the A and became a jack of all trades. You feel me? So speaking of books, you feel me? Like what? Cause I know you know we play ball all the time. You know what I'm saying? You always walking down the street with that basketball. So in between from now, what motivates you to start to write books?
Well, I sold weed for many years.
We
I
know
think you
that.
knew that. Okay,
Yes, sir.
so
Yes, sir.
I was a person I never wanted to be a jailbird. So I kept seeing myself going to jail, and I was like, man, this ain't what it is. So I think my last time I went, I was 33, and it was this young dude in jail. He had called me Unc, and when he
Oh man,
said,
I hate when they do that, bro.
yeah, so when he called me Unc, I knew it was a rap. I was like, man, this jail thing, I can't be no triple OG locked up. So I decided when I came out that I wanted to do something different, but I didn't know what it was. So initially, I started with my T-shirt brand, and I did that for a while, and I plan on bringing it back, but I ended up getting a passion for writing, and
Mm.
it was all due to the fact that I was introduced to Facebook. I was looking for a friend of mine, and I ended up finding him on Facebook. So I didn't know how to use Facebook because I missed I think it was called MySpace.
MySpace, we have
Yeah,
MySpace, yeah.
I missed that era. So when I got on Facebook, I really didn't know what to do with it. So I would just start writing short stories and stuff like that. And then after a while, I wrote about 4 or 5 stories, and people start encouraging me to write an
Mm.
actual book. So when I moved to Atlanta, that was part of the plan, was to be a writer and write a book, and that's how I got to where I am right now.
So when you write a book, before you write a book, what be that thought in your head before you go to writing? Like what trigger that finger to start writing? You feel me? Because I know you can't just say, "Oh, wake up, man, let me write a book right now." You got to have a concept or something, right? So what is that thought?
Well, God gave me a gift, man, and my gift is to be able to write, number one, without an outline. I don't have to sit down and pretty much think about what I'm writing. I feel like God give me every word I need to say, and
Mm.
I just write it. So it's not as complex for me, but for other people it might be. So my biggest thing is have a subject that you want to write about. Um, and that's basically what I do. Like in my first series, my subject was about cheating. So I had to sit there and bring all that together and say how I was going to put the substance together to explain the topic of cheating. The same with my new book, Dorian Promised to His Mother. I basically wanted to tell a story, about a young man wanting to, do well by his mother. So I was like, I grew up in it, and I always wanted to do well by my mother. So
Yeah.
it made the topic even easier for me.
So that's basically, what I'm saying, like I put like a little something together, like so what you writing in your book, you speaking true facts.
A lot of fictional stuff, but factual stuff.
Yeah.
So I do a lot of research while I'm writing. I'm definitely proud of the new book that I'm writing because it's going to give me the opportunity to do a lot of research on the history of Overtown. Because my new
Mm.
book take place in Overtown, so I'm definitely intrigued with that. I'll probably be calling home. I might even hit you up and ask you a couple questions because I'm not
Yeah.
originally from Overtown, but
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
I
yeah,
know
yeah,
I
yeah.
know I know enough about it though. But I need more information so I could be clear. I want to do justice for Overtown when I write this particular part.
Yeah, definitely, man. And that's a good thing. So tell us about the first book, what I'm saying? 'Cause I know I got a copy of it. I was reading it, what I'm saying, but I started reading it for a minute 'cause I got busy. Tell us about the first book.
Well, my first series is called Change.
Change.
My first book is called Change. You Will Never Look at Cheating the Same Way Again, which ends up turning into a series. So basically, what ends up happening in that particular story is it's about a husband that can't stop cheating on his wife due to the fact he got a sex addiction.
Mm.
And I wanted to write that subject because I know there are so many men and women included that deal um, with a sex disorder, if you want to say
Yeah,
that. I mean, you just got
yeah,
some
yeah.
people out here that just enjoy having sex not only with one person but with multiple people. So,
Multiple people. Yeah.
mhm.
Yeah, they get their thing off like that. You feel me? So tell us this, like when you're in the process of writing the book,
Mhm.
and when you almost to the end of the book, and once you complete it, like how long does it take to distribute it out to the people? Like, and it's like copyrights and all that stuff. All your material is copywritten, correct, right?
Yes, correct.
Yeah, so ain't all that take times, like, what are all the steps, what all the proper steps to finish a book and put it out there. Before you put it out there, how you secure it?
Well, number one, there's no timetable on writing a book. It's on your time, especially if you're a self-published author. If you're working for a traditional publishing company, then they're going to give you a due date, and they're going to want you done by the time of that due date. Self-published is at your own leisure. Once you get finished writing the actual manuscript, then you go through the next phase of getting your book edited. So you have to
Mm,
seek somebody out to edit your book. Once you get it edited, which it's on their timetable. That's one thing I'll tell you. Once you're done with your book, it's now in somebody else's hands, and it's on their
uh-huh.
time. Um, The next part is to get a copyright, which only costs you like $50. You can go on Florida.gov, or I go up on Georgia.gov. And
Mm.
basically all you do is put your author name, I mean put your name, your author name, and then you put the title of your book, if it's a
All
subtitle,
that,
and
yeah.
basically all you do is pay $50. And once you pay that, it's in the archives. So nobody
So
can
that
take that. If somebody tries to take it, you have a date, the date that you sent it in to the copyright people. So
so that 50 for the whole book, right?
50 to 100. I don't know if the price, everything been
No,
going
no,
up,
I'm
but
just
the
saying,
last time I took,
but it cover the whole book. That's what I'm saying.
yeah, it's 50 to
Okay,
100.
so that's kind of different from so book is different from lyrics. You know what I'm saying? Because we got to pay by page. You know what I'm saying? To
Okay.
copyright your lyrics. So that's why I was asking that, though, man. You feel me?
Yeah.
So,
Now it's the whole book.
oh, okay. So how the first book is going now? You feel me? Like how's the first book going now?
I mean, the book go as I go. So as I push it, the more books I sell. I mean, like I've been fortunate enough to be able to get out, speak to people, and get them to buy the book, and then the reviews are very good on the book. Just because the time I put into it, and then it's an entertaining type book, and erotica books does do very well. I don't know if people know that, but like romance and erotica books do very well. I just think it's probably a bunch of freaky people out here that like to read that type of stuff. So yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
my book has been able to do very well.
That's a blessing, man. Hey, I also like I was doing a little research on you. I see you was going out to a couple of schools, like speaking and stuff like that. Like, how did they reach out to you to do that?
Well, I actually reached out. I know a few
Oh,
teachers
you
up here in Atlanta. I have an auntie back home that teaches out or was teaching at Jackson. At your old Audemars, teaching
yeah.
at Jackson. And she asked me to come and speak at an auditorium, and I spoke in front of a bunch of kids. I also do it up here. It was a guy that I actually like. Cutting hair helps me with networking. So I was
Hmm.
cutting this one guy. He said he had an organization. It's called Young Kings. So he invited me to come and talk to his classroom. That was my initial start. I also been to two other classrooms, whereas in both people I knew from Miami that was teaching up here. They gave me the opportunity to speak to classrooms. So
Yeah,
my
man, that's big.
yeah. So one of my biggest things is not only out here selling my books and being an entrepreneur, but it's also to help the youth. One of my biggest things right now is trying to prevent young black men from killing each other, robbing each other, going to prison and going to jail. And if I can emphasize to them to use their talent as a way out instead of guns and drugs, I feel like I have
Facts.
done my job as a human being.
Facts. That's great facts, bro. Straight facts. Um, so the second book, you feel me? No, no. Before I get to the second book, how do you juggle being a barber and writing a book? Because I know one of them got to be full time, and I know you're a good ass barber too. You feel me? So how you juggle that?
Appreciate it.
How you juggle that?
It's called discipline. It's called discipline and organizing your day. So if barbering gives me the freedom. I don't have to be to the barber shop until somebody schedule an appointment.
Oh,
Generally,
okay, okay.
generally, I wake up at 4 a.m., 5 a.m. every morning. I don't know. I post every morning like 6 a.m. If you pay
Yeah.
attention to that, I'm pretty consistent with that. So I believe like the earlier I get up, the more time it gives me to do the things I need to do.
Okay, that's dope, man. That's dope. That's dope. So now we got the new book out. You
Hmm.
feel me? It ain't out yet, right? It ain't out yet,
It
right?
is out. It
Oh,
is
it's
out.
out already. Okay.
So this
Okay.
this is the promo
There we
book.
go.
I'm not selling this. I'm actually giving these books away because it got this watermark on there that says not for resale, and it's not. It's just for me to see how the book look on the inside.
Mm,
Am I happy with it? And then I go back and approve of it on Amazon, and then I'll be able to order my actual copies that I put for sale. So right now the book is for sale, but you have to get the book off Amazon. So normally I'll order some books for myself, and I get out here and hustle my books. So it's no different than what I used to do in overtime. It's like I took what I used to
Facts.
do in overtime
Yeah,
and turned it to something legal.
big time, bro. Big time. Big. So how can they like find your book on Amazon? What they have to type in?
All they have to do is put in Dorian's promise to his mother, and the book will pop up. Or they can put in my name, Jerry Wells, and it will pop up.
Y'all make sure y'all go check that out, man, for real. And I think the one that you holding that'll be my copy. So put that in the mailbox for me, baby. You heard me? Put
Well, I
that
got
in the
some books
mailbox
coming.
for me.
I got some books coming. Probably like this week, so I can do it with the real book. I'm not doing nothing with these books here. Already done put out to certain people. So I got you though, Big Will.
All right, then. So we got a little bit more, you know what I'm saying, with Mr. Jerry Wells. We're gonna take a little small commercial break and we're gonna be right back. Don't touch that dial, y'all. You dig for real.
Damn, girl. I hope you don't tell nobody. We ain't supposed to be doing this. Don't waste no time, I wanna spend time with you. All I do is I love for you. Do all that you want me to. Deep down inside your body's calling out my name. Can't resist that body, girl, I'm so tempted. You're watching me, you know I've been watching you. Gotta keep it between the two. It's about what I want you. Can't let that nigga find out that I'm sexing you. Cause if he do, you know what I gotta do. I'ma rock your body like a Leo ticket. Getting off the counter while I'm gripping on your hair. Get a little nasty, we gon' take it real slow. Add that ass in rotation, now you're screaming for more. That little booty going ooh, up, down. Ooh, up, down. Keep it on the low, don't tell us so. Have that body going ooh, up, down. Ooh, up, down. Hush, we gotta keep this on the low. Let's do it. I buy you things, you know I do big things. If he ain't treating you right, you know that you got me. You know how these niggas be, yeah, yeah, yeah. How you gripping up on my sheets, yeah, yeah, yeah. Sneaking out back doors just to come get more. Sex you down real good, you know that it's real good. You know that I'm from the hood, yeah, yeah, yeah. Major sweating, you know it's good, yeah. I'ma rock your body like a Leo ticket. Getting off the counter while I'm gripping on your hair. Get a little nasty, we gon' take it real slow. Had that ass in rotation, now you're screaming for more. That little booty going ooh, up, down. Ooh, up, down. Keep it on the low, don't tell us so. Had that body going ooh, up, down. Ooh, up, down. Hush, we gotta keep this on the low. Let's do it. I'ma sex you real good. I'ma put it in your life. Straight from the hood, you know it's good. What's understood is understood. Bring that body over here. You got that sexual appeal. Like yeah, yeah, yeah. Like yeah, yeah, baby. You know you got that sex appeal. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Bring that body over here, baby. Yeah. You know you got that sex appeal. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ooh, he mad. Ooh, don't you tell me. Ooh, yeah, 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 yeah. Now you got a sex appeal, yeah, yeah, yeah. Bring a little body over here, baby. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we back. You feel me? For those who, you know what I'm saying, tuning in, double back to try to speed up, you know what I'm saying? We are sitting down with the author, the book writer, Mr. Jerry Wells. Once again, baby, I appreciate you. So you got two books out. So do we see
I
like a
actually got 4 books.
hold on. See, 4 books within what 3 years?
No, since I've been in Atlanta, so it's been probably about no 2017 when I dropped my first book.
Oh, okay,
Yep,
baby.
I came up here in 2013 and I
'Cause
published my first
I
book
thought
4 years
change
ago.
was the first one. Cause I see
Yeah,
you
change
pumping
is, and
out.
then you got change 2, the consequences of cheating, and then you got change 3, the redemption of Jacob Richardson.
Mm.
Hmm.
So you got all these books. So do we see like a book tour, or you know what I'm saying? Like what is your scribe to market yourself and promote your material? What your plans is?
Well, like I'm still gonna keep it grassroots because I do like meeting people in person. I like signing their books in person. I'm pretty much at YouTube University every morning. That's why I get up and I'll be looking at some marketing scheme as far as like the digital way of selling books and using YouTube, using TikTok, which I'm starting to get better with, Instagram, Facebook, all those media outlets, social media outlets that I'm working on.
You get
I
used to it
also
now.
Yeah, I also want to get, to the point where, like I said, I'm going into school because one of my biggest things is to help people. There's a lot of people want to write books, so I have a writer's boot camp, once a month where people can come in for $35 and I pretty much explain how to stay on task, how to get through writer's block, all that
Mm,
other stuff. I just opened up a publishing company where I published 1 book so far and I
yeah, I
published
see
my
that.
book. So I have an agenda, and it's bigger than just me. It's about, what I'm saying, like getting people to utilize their talents and gifts,
Yeah,
to bring them monetary gain, compared to shooting and killing each other. I just saw something in Chicago over the weekend where quite a few
yeah,
people got shot,
yeah.
and
And the
I'm
three
like,
year old and the three year
yeah,
old girl got hit, bro.
yeah, so I'm like, if I'm able to get to them in middle school, I'm not saying I could save everybody, but it might be one dude that's headed towards a game, and I'd be like, bro, you ain't got to do that. You could be out here writing books or doing something else positive. I could probably detour at least 1 or 2 away from that. So that's one of my biggest goals is to even come down to Miami. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, a book tour. I'll be down
Yeah,
there
man.
soon. I'll be down there soon. I'm gonna holler at Kareem over there, at little
Greenhouse.
greenhouse,
Greenhouse
and
for real. Shout out
probably
my
do
brother Kareem.
and do a book signing there. He always welcome me in, and I always support him while I'm there. And I try to have the people that come to my book signing to support the little greenhouse
Yeah,
while they're
man.
there.
And that's the thing, you know what I'm saying? Like I ask everybody who come on my show and know and you as an author, a book writer, how do you feel is the support system, what I'm saying, in your field?
It's actually great, man. I moved to Atlanta for a reason. I did not want to stay in Miami doing the things that I was going to do. I'm not saying
Yeah.
that I couldn't have done the same thing there, but I think the difficulty would have been a little bit greater compared to coming to a city that is predominantly black. You have a lot of black entrepreneurs here. You have a lot of black support because that's what they believe in here. Like I have never heard people talk the way they talk here. I don't care if
Mm.
they sell drugs. I don't care if they pro-black. I don't care if they are sell. I don't care what they are. They're corporate. They honestly believe and preach black support here.
Wow, bro, that's dope.
So
That is
I have no problems selling books here. And it's so crazy. I mean, I know you have saw the numerous pictures of me posting with
yeah,
people.
yeah, yeah,
Those
yeah.
are random people that I meet on the street that day, that minute, and all I say to them, "Do you like to read?" And most of them say yes. And I was like, "I wrote a book," and they be like, "How much?" And I'd be like, $20. And they be like, "What's your cash out? What's the Zelle?" We
Yeah.
got to support our own. They preach that up
Damn.
here. So I honestly
Damn.
have not one absolute problem I think people that have problems selling stuff here, if they're black, is they're antisocial. They don't network. They feel like the world owe them something just because they black.
Yeah.
No, you have to get out here. You have to meet people. You have to get out your own way. You know what I'm saying? And network with people from Chicago. I actually work in a barbershop with none but New Orleans people, and I
Yeah.
found out a lot about them. Like all you see is their music being about choppers, killing all. No, no. New Orleans, those people are one of the most supportive people for what I do compared to anybody else. I
Mm.
don't care what, man. I go to
Damn.
different. Yeah, New Orleans people are very supportive. So they took a lot of the negative narrative I had about them through their music, through the music that's played, and I come to find out there are some real intellectual black people.
Mm. That's dope, and that's dope, and also it's kind of crazy, bro, because we got to get that type of love somewhere else. We can't get it in our own backyard, and that's crazy, man. That's crazy, bro.
I understand it though because it's hard from anybody to make it from where they're from. They got to have other people supporting them
Yeah,
for
man.
the people that they grew up with to want them. Want to support them because
Yeah.
they see in other people. You know, it's like a girl that you always wanted, and every time you try to holler at her, she's shooting you down. But then you go somewhere else and she see all these fine and beautiful women trying to talk to you. Guess what that's gonna make
Mhm.
her want to do? She curious now.
Yeah, definitely, bro. Definitely, definitely. So you know how big time writers and publishers and authors they write all these books, and then they hit the people with a sequence, a quick sequence film. You know what I'm saying? Like, do we see
Mhm.
that coming in the future, my brother?
One of my biggest things.
You got to bring the books to
So
life.
the one thing I'm concentrating on now is building capital. Whereas in either I support my own play or be able to get a screenwrite or a screenplay written up and I shop it around.
Shop it around, yeah.
There's just multiple things that I want to do, and once again, my biggest thing is getting out here, meeting film directors. Like, so you asked me a question earlier, which made sense. You were like, how do you balance all that with being a
For
barber, being
real.
this? Okay, so my plan for my near future is to cut back on cutting hair and focusing more on the books, films, this and that. Like my clientele is my clientele. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
So if I say,
yeah.
man, I'm cutting on Sunday, I'm not cutting on Saturday no more. That's
I'm
what it
telling you,
is.
bro. That what you got to
So
stand on it, bro.
yeah, so I'm looking to start pushing more in the direction of where I truly want to be compared to where I am. So that's the difference in my thought process at this present time because we ain't getting no younger, big Will.
For real, man.
We
For
ain't getting
real,
no
we damn
younger.
sure ain't. And the thing about it, every time I see you, always doing something constructive and positive. You know what I'm saying? Either you on the mountains and shit. You in the morning, you walking up the mountains. Yeah, I'm like, damn, but I need to get my ass out there. You heard me? You feel me? Like people see on different on pages, and they can affect them in another way. You feel me? So that's why I say I salute you, bro. You feel me? I salute you, man. I believe that there. So so they can find all your books on Amazon, right?
They can find all my books on Amazon. I got it on ebook, which you can read off your phone. I have the paperback book. I also have a website. It's up on the www.j Wellsby author. I think it's authorjwellsby.com. And you can order the book personally from me and I'll send the book to you. I will be working on an audio book soon because
Mm,
I know a lot of people don't have time to read nowadays, so they'll just listen
right
to
and
it in their
listen.
ear. Yeah, so that's I have a lot of things that I want to do. I also want to get my books in prisons and stuff like that. I'm gonna find all those different ways to get my book out here because that's one thing I know. People that's
Yeah.
locked up, they read. They
Oh,
will read.
they ain't got no more time
They
but to read. You feel
they
me?
don't
Hey,
have
dope,
nothing else to do but to
but
read.
read.
So yeah, I just have a lot of things that I want to do, man. I have a cold agenda, man, and it's to help black people as I help myself. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what background we come from.
Yeah, bro,
And
definitely.
I was definitely just thinking about you today, man. I was thinking about how we did hoop it up.
Oh
we won,
Lord,
yeah,
bro, we
we
won
won.
that
We won the 3-on-3 hoop it
had
up
3-on-3
together, man.
right at Bayside.
That's one of my
Goddamn it.
fondest memories of you,
Yeah,
man.
bro. Yeah, for real.
And
Well,
I
how
remember
Chuck
you
doing?
kept
What's up
getting
with
on my
Chuck?
butt. I talk to Chuck every day, man. I
That's my
talk to him
dog,
every
Chuck.
day.
Shout my dog, Chuck, man.
But I was thinking about how you was getting on my butt, man. I don't know if you remember, but I had just got out of jail when we went up there and played. So I think I had some anger problems. And I remember you would be like, man, Jay, man, chill out, man. You whining to the referees and all that. I remember all that, man. I remember how
Yeah,
big you
dog.
came up in one of the games. I think somebody had said something to you,
And
and
I
you got
snapped that.
mad,
And I
and you
snapped,
went to
goddamn
work.
work,
I'll
Bob,
never
man.
forget that.
I remember that part. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I
I
remember
remember
that
that,
part there,
man.
bro. For real.
That that
Those the
that is
good
a
times,
fun
though,
moment.
bro. Those the good times, man.
Yeah,
And
we
I'm gonna
still
talk
was
about
in
all
our
that.
youth, man.
Yeah, bro. I got a
We played
documentary on
basketball then. We played
yeah,
basketball. I don't know how much you
basketball,
play now, but man, Will used to be hell on that court.
bro. Yeah, I got a documentary I'm coming out with. You feel me? So it gonna be about, you know what I'm saying, from the beginning to now, my life. You know what I'm saying, and shit like that, so people can see the inside. You know what a nigga was doing coming up. You feel me? And it was fun. Like I enjoyed it. That's all I can say, man. So, but I appreciate you, bro. Send me all the links to all the books or whatever, and I'm gonna post them on all the pages directly. So just inbox me all the links, and I'm gonna post them on. All right.
All right, for sure, man, and definitely, man. Hopefully, you finish reading the first book, but I definitely want you to read this book because this book takes place in Overtown, so you could be a
Yeah, I
real
got it.
critic. Real critic. You can be like, man, hold up. Or you be like, damn, he accurate.
Over
I'm
time,
gonna
nigga.
be accurate though.
I better
I'm gonna
be in that
be.
motherfucking book, boy. I am
We'll
over
figure that
time.
out. We'll figure that out.
All right, bro,
But the
man. It was
story,
nice.
I
Go ahead.
appreciate it.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Finn, go ahead. I ain't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
Nah, but I'm saying you appreciate it, man. I did this book. I was like, man, I'm gonna write this book. I'm gonna put in Overtown, even though I've been in Atlanta 10 years. I'm like, I got to write this book. I got to put it in Overtown. And you know what I'm saying? I pray to God my town to support me, man, because that means a lot. Like I'm putting the work in.
Yeah.
As I might be I don't know. I don't know what God got ahead for me, but to sit down and say, man, I actually wrote a book and put it in Overtown. You know what I'm saying? I'm
That'd be
putting
dope.
a voice out there for Overtown Miami, and that's why I pray to God that town will support me, man. That would mean a lot to me, and I'm gonna do Overtown justice. But
Well,
y'all
that's
will
what
never,
we need,
nobody
bro.
would, yeah, nobody will never know if they don't open the book and they don't support the book.
Well, that's what we definitely need, man. And speaking of that, I'll be out there November the 19th, feeding the city. You feel me? Feed the whole community November the 19th, man. So, I do that every year on Gibson Park. You feel me? I give back to my people. So that's what I'll be doing November the 19th, bro. We got to stay active in our community. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. But I appreciate it, Jerry. Send me all the links. Everybody, say it. Shout out whoever you want to shout out right now, my brother. You feel me?
Man, I'd like to say shout out to all the towners. I would like to definitely give a shout out to Big Will for having me on this show. I
Thank
would
you.
like to give a big shout out to Little Greenhouse. I would like to give a shout out to Corey Capers.
Cold. My nigga Cold. Mr. Plies, Mr.
Yeah,
Plies.
Mr. Plies. I would like to give a shout out to Gibson Park, man. That was my first home. That's where I actually built my friendship with you
Yes,
and with so
yes.
many
On
other
Gibson.
people because I didn't have no other way to talk to people when I first moved around there. So the only way I knew how to talk to people was through basketball. So basketball gave me an opportunity. So I would like to definitely give a shout out to Gibson Park. I would like to give a shout out to Just Right.
Mr. Willie.
I'd like to give a shout out to Craig. He gave me my first best fade. Um, what else? Just everybody in overtime, man. 12th Street definitely.
1200 block, you heard me.
Yeah.
But hey, before we get out of here though, I do gotta let you remember this here. Now you used to come on the court every day shooting by yourself while we playing on the other side. Cause you don't know nobody, you feel me? Every day. That Sunday you came again. I said, yo, you want to come play, bro? Like, you feel me? That's how we click, bro. You heard me?
Yeah. Yeah.
Cause you always with the basketball in your hand like this here, walking up and down. You feel me?
So still to this day, I'm the same person at 46. I still go shoot. The other day I hit 10 out of 12 3-pointers. So I was like, I ain't lost none of that. So oh yeah, we supposed to play too. I'm looking for
we want to be at you buck when I can. I'll be back up there
whatever,
again,
man.
goddamn.
You ain't called me, you ain't do nothing, man.
I'll be back up there again for my one-on-one, man. It was a pleasure, my brother. You feel me? Definitely was a pleasure. Send me all the links, all right?
I got you, man. Love, Big Will. Thank you for
Love,
having me on
bro.
the show, dog.
Already know it, baby.
Looking at how far I've come, don't make it out of where I'm from. Oh, God forgive for things I've done. I feel like I'm the one.
I deserve it all.
I've been through a lot.
Everyone I lost.
I've been through a lot.
I done been through it all.
I've been through a lot. I feel like I'm the one.
I feel like I'm the one.
I'm more goated than Bloods, I'm on the same trail. I'm in the booth, I'm kicking it like a Van Bell.
How important it is to get on that road and expose yourself, expose your music. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody want to just stay down in one spot and perform in the same venue 1,000 times.
I ain't gonna lie, that's what I be messing up on. Like that road, it be hard for me because I got so much going. I got so many people depending on until it hurt me. You know what I'm saying? I be scared to leave Miami for 3-4 days.
Independent, my label, you know it's doing well. Each bar spitting, I'm getting time swell.
Yeah, one of my first songs I ever did was the Bobble Walk. Me and Chipman was called the Bobble Walk. Then Juke Step, like there's a lot of shit, boy.
Roller coasters, music shit is on scale. Too many rappers be spitting, they can't even spell. All my youngers be thugging, hugging the block heavy. Pop the bills and fucking bitches is overwhelmed. I get it in, low boy, y'all rock a low boy. 450,000, that's on the new toy.
Oh, okay. My bad. You feel me? We back. You feel me? So I just want to I definitely want to give a shout out to you all out there on all whatever platform you watching me on. You share it there. I see a lot of hearts. You know what I'm saying? Likes here. You feel me? Like I truly appreciate y'all. Also, definitely want to give a shout out to my brother for stopping by the studio. You know what I'm saying? Jerry Wells, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? A good friend of mine. We never had no problem. Only time we had a problem was on the basketball court. You know what I'm saying? But he's very genuine. I will get those links and I will get them out there to you guys. You feel me? So we can support. You feel me? We ain't got to go to the club tonight. Pick up a book. You know what I'm saying? And read. You feel me? That's what we need. We need more goddamn reading in the world, man. Let's go. You feel me? Because we reading all this other bullshit. We need to start reading. Educate your mind, Craig. Educate your mind. Bum. So, but like I said, no, I'm gonna put them links out there. Somebody asked me a question. Yes, if you got a commercial, you want to do a commercial for it, you want to advertise it, you know, it's on the What's Up podcast show. You got a song. You want to, if you got something hot, you want to come on the show, yes, DM me, hit me up, you feel me? We can set it up, you feel me? I don't charge. I don't charge for no interview. All I ask for y'all is to donate to the podcast, you heard me? Donate to the podcast. That's all I'm asking, you feel me? We can come chop it in. We could go in. I can expose all your songs, whatever you got, you feel me? And like I said, after the show, I advertise it for 7 days straight. You heard me? After the show. So go ahead and get with me, man. You feel me? Don't wait. Listen. I told you I ain't charging. It's only a donation. When the numbers grow, you know what Fat Joe say? Yesterday's price is not today's price. You heard me? Because the number is going to grow. Because one, I ain't paying for no subscribers, none of that. You feel me? I'm getting it off the muscle. Yeah, I'm starting off a little slow, but I'm grinding because I ain't giving up. This is what I want. This is a new outlet. This is going to be the next big platform. I promise you this. This here, the What's Up podcast show, going to be the next big platform because we broadcasting live on 8 channels at the same damn time. At the same damn time. Hey. You dig me? Yes. So, after football season, and check me out. Here we go. After football season, because I'm still in football season, that's why we're going to do it Monday and Wednesday. You feel me? After football season, the What's Up podcast show is going to be going live Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Freestyle Friday. And guess what? Freestyle Friday, the best freestyler going to get something, and it's going to be every Friday. It might be $100. It might be a free music video. It might be 4 hours in the studio time. You never know what I might say, baby. You heard me? So that's after football season, Freestyle Friday, right on the What's Up podcast show. I'm telling you, man, you did. So until then, I'm going to holler at y'all. You know what I'm saying? I will be getting that link and posting it. All right? Dumb love, y'all, for real.
Hey, CMC, Kenny B, DJ Big Will.
I've been fucking round, mixing up the clear with the brown, on shit I can't pronounce, smoking by the pound, if my mama knew she'd be astounded, Jameson and ginger ale, no breaks, lately I've been moving at my own pace, got some hitters, knock you off, rolling and trace, get it done in and out, no face, no case, procrastination at its finest, bad broad always whining, realign her whole alignment, fuck it, her whole assignment, you could paint it, I'ma prime it, I've been patient, I've been silent, now I need the whole bag, my nigga, this ain't rocket science, I've been flexing hard with no muscle, niggas hating hard with no hustle, I done had to starve in this rubble, now I'm causing havoc, I don't see trouble, I just see double, and I was always betting on me, these niggas gassed up until I leave them on E, Kenny B, yeah that's me, totally, R.A.D., always been, even OGs call me OG, fuck you saying sensei, hey, I've been ballin' since pre-K-E-A, it ain't really safe where you stay, where you lay, cause my nigga Dre knowin' when I get that okay, it's go, green light, that's for sure, I thought I told you once before, I'm from the 9-5, beaches, bros and hoes, no clothes, we too live, you don't want no smoke, that's daily, just vibe, pressure either, you know that we apply, coming from the dirt, you know we won't hide, tryna stack this money, fuck it, multiply, but I told you I've been fucking up, don't sip promethazine, but leaning off this link off in my double cup, the fuck is up, these people, they corrupt as fuck, I'm not itching, but I'm fiending for that weed off in my system, getting accustomed to my feelings, they been reaching, I've been healing, hold up, they been reaching, I've been healing, getting accustomed to my feelings, they been reaching, I've been healing, hey, but I ain't really got no feelings, Jameson and ginger ale, no breaks, lately I've been moving at my own pace, lately I've been moving at my own pace, I've been moving at my own pace, it be the ones you want the most that do the messing with your heart, cut them off, let them go, they can be disbarred, I wear glasses, but that they could never see this far. Got distracted, but never let it dim this star. Boats, yachts, jets, cars, watch me embark. Put myself on, man, I'm trying to tell you. And always smelling like hella paraphernalia. It's never static whenever I'm in the area. Concealed carriers and the fellas keep it on them too. Me see no caring them. Nah, me see no fear in them. No fear in them. Jameson and ginger ale, no breaks. Lately I've been moving at my own pace. Lately I've been moving at my own pace. I've been moving at my own pace. Mm-hmm.